guys, that's your coming at you today, Raid Shadow Legends. Welcome to the video, guys. Thanks for taking a little bit of time out of your day, seriously, and joining me, talking a little bit of Raid on a daily basis here. I'm happy for you guys. I'm happy to have you in my life, or is it me in your life? I don't know, here in 2024. Anyway, guys, ever since, I don't know, the last few months, I guess, maybe a little bit longer than that, I just can't kick this feeling, but I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. Ooga chaka, ooga ooga. Anybody? No?
You've been watching way too many Lifetime movies.
Anyway, this feeling about power creep in the game, and I'm talking about not mythicals, right? Of course, I click on the one freaking faction that doesn't have a mythical yet. Not mythicals. I don't have a problem with mythical champions. I kind of like mythical champion. Not this dude. This dude sucks.
So that puts us in the same boat?
Because his mythical is on a cooldown that's a secret skill.
I can prove that I am different.
Well, that's stupid, but I digress. I don't have a problem with mythicals. I don't think they've severely power crept the game personally. I'm cool with them. I think it's interesting and fun and new, right? I really do. The Primal Shard fiasco and the cost and all that baloney aside, I do like the mythical champions being added to the game, along with mythical artifacts, blah, blah, blah. But the way I'm thinking is actually going down in rarity, what's been bothering me. And I really want to make this video. I want to send it to Plarium, even though I know you're watching. What's up, Plarium?
Do not talk to me. I'm not here.
I really want to send it to Plarium, but first and foremost, I want your freaking feedback, guys. I really value it because I've said this before on the channel. I never want to talk about stuff or advocate for stuff that the majority of you guys aren't behind me, right? I want the Ash Army, the Ashholes. I want you all with your pitchforks behind me, or I want you to tell me, nah, Ash, bro, no one cares about that, bro. No. Anyway. It's about epics. Now, before I say my concern, I do want to give a quick counter argument, right? I've said it a million times before. I know you guys are kind of torn. Half of you guys disagree with me, and that's cool, right? But Cursed City, there are new utility for obviously epic champions specifically, right? Which is really cool. Some rares too, right? So there is new reasons to explore champions that heretofore we haven't ignored. We have not spent time on. They've been Vault Guardians. But the truth is I don't think that Cursed City and Secret Rooms in Doom Tower are enough content to provide a use case for really hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of champions in the game. And no, I'm not asking to see a buff to every single epic. I guess in a roundabout way I am, but I don't want a bunch of buffs. That's not what it's about. I think that this game has severely power crept epic and rare champions. I mean, when I started playing this game, rares were something to actually discuss, right? I haven't even released a best rares released video or anything like that, because the truth is now rares are less and less compelling. There's still a few good ones, don't get me wrong, right? There absolutely are.
No, I know it's not me.
But they're not releasing super compelling rares anymore, right? They're releasing a lot of epics. But I just want to cut to the chase here. It all comes down to one thing: empowerment. That's where I'm going here, empowerment. Now, we've mentioned it in passing here, I think, on some collabs as well, but the Guardian Ring, empowering champions, it's really cool. But between empowering legendaries A, releasing a bunch of amazing legendaries B, and releasing mythical champions C, they have severely power crept epic champions in this game to a degree that I think personally, if it's unhealthy from my dirty pay-to-win, disgusting whale Kraken account, that it's gotta be more harmful for the majority of players out there in the ecosystem. The casual players, the free-to-play players, or just the majority of players everywhere. Why can't we empower epic champions?
Today on Eyewitness Corey, a probing expose of the plight of the middle child. Stay with us.
Party, necklace, new dress, all for your daughter.
Bye, sorry everybody hates you.
It's a massive power creep, guys. It really is. Only empowering legendaries allows there to be this massive divide between what legendaries can provide and what mythicals can provide and what epics can provide. Now, listen, I'm going to compare the game really quickly to Watcher of Realms. But moreover, I'm comparing it only for inspiration and show you guys what things could be like. Show Plarium what things might be like in a world where epics matter a lot more than they currently do. Sure, there's still good epics. I'm not saying that, guys. But this is what I would love to have, both for empowerment legendaries and for epics in the game. I think the system here of empowerment is awakening. So when you see awakened 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that is, in this game, the mechanics are like awakening. And again, to be clear here, I love Raid. I actually play a Raid more than Watcher of Realms. I think Raid is a better, more polished game at this state of the game, but that doesn't mean we can't learn from these other titles as well, right? Now listen, both epics and legendaries and even rares can be empowered in this game, but empowerment, sure, it can add stats. Awakened is empowerment, right? But they also add cool things, right? They enhance abilities, not on every ability, but Awaken 1, 3, and 5 usually has, like, look at the Immortal Wrath duration plus 3 seconds, recovers 50% HP at the end of Immortal Wrath's duration, which is like the ultimate ability, right? So I think this is a really freaking cool system. So I've pulled 3 duplicate copies of LaSeer here. So I have an Awaken 3. They call them A3 in this game, right? Some of them are just stat bonuses. But so there's 2 things that I want you guys to take away from this. And this is why I wanted to show this, right? Is A, this is allowed in Watcher of Realms. This is allowed even though when they release new OP legendaries and mythicals and whatever, new heroes, new champions, it allows at least the epics and lower rarities to retain some really awesome value. Moreover, and this is the coolest part, just like any other game, it's way harder to get your hands on legendaries and higher rarity champions in Watchers. But the epics are way easier to get duplicates of. Ergo, we can upgrade our epics or fully awaken our epics, fully empower our epics in that game, and get a lot more utility out of an A5, a fully empowered epic, than we can, you know, maybe a non-empowered legendary. It really allows for this beautiful power balance between epics and legendaries to exist in the game. I would love to see 2 things.
The nights are the hardest.
In Raid Shadow Legends here in 2025.
We got it, Jay. 1 more year.
Because I want to keep all epics somewhat relevant. Restrictions are actually really cool, and hats off to the Raid developers. Again, I think that Cursed City and Doom Tower were the best updates in the history of Raid. So they've been killing it. You know, the new champions, the daily logins. I think it's off to a great start this year. But I have to say this, guys, and I want to hear from you. Do you agree or disagree? The 2 things that I want really badly, I think it would make such a profound impact on so many accounts in the game, and it would really keep epics in line with all the new amazing releases in mythicals and legendaries, right? But not empowering epic champions, even for just the stat bonus, to me, it's creating a bigger and bigger divide that gets even bigger every, you know, month or week or whatever, every day in this game, you know? So I want to see, ideally, epic empowerment. Just allow us to empower an epic, get the stat bonuses. Richtof, yeah, sure. Why not? I use him in a Poison Combust team anyway, right? I would love to see that. But the coolest thing is if they could take the entire empowerment system and really upgrade it. It's a 2-part question for you guys, because there is some downside that I want to mention on allowing, upgraded legendaries especially, or mythicals, or empowered ones to have extra skills, like, 1 less cooldown on whatever. That could make the power differential even further. That could even further the divide. So I guess I will refine my recommendation based on that, now that I say it out loud, right? I would love to at least have epic empowerment. Listen, I agree, if you give all legendaries massive more abilities, I should say, from the Awakening, maybe that goes too far in a game like Raid, where we already have the precedent that we're under. But I would at least, I think it's imperative, man, if for the health of all players in the game, I would love to see epics be able to be empowered. It's not a lot to ask, is it? Is it? Anyway, guys, let me know how you feel in the comments below. I can make this a 20-minute video just rambling and ranting, but I've already done enough of that today, have I, for one day. Much love. Thank you for watching until the end, and I really want to hear from you guys below. You agree? You disagree? Do you want to see epic empowerment is the question to you guys. Let me know. Much love, and as always, take care, guys.